If you perform or present your content, your song, your lines, your information, your presentation in front of other people, whether they are in front of you on a stage or in a room, or whether they are virtual on your Zoom screen or on your social media live, it is highly possible that at some time or another you may come up against a certain sort of performance anxiety, and for no good reason. You feel insecure that you can't do it and that people are going to judge you, and you forget everything, and then you wonder, why did you decide to perform in the first place, and all of that stuff. Now, if you do get that, which I have done because I am a performer, I'm a presenter myself, so I've really gone into finding out what to do about this. And here is why this is happening. So, your body, when you perform, when you present in front of other people, first of all, sociologically, that means other people relative to you, you're up against a certain invitation of people to judge you. That's first and foremost. And that's really, really different to you bumbling around in everyday life. That's less likely to happen, isn't it? Yes or no? So you're on your stage and you're up in the spotlight, and it's that moment of saying, hey, everyone, stop what you're doing and all eyes on me. So a very unusual, very extraordinary situation, even before you've opened your mouth, isn't it? Yes or no? So for that, you're very, very brave soul. And so what happens is the body, which communicates to you through feelings, the body decides that that situation is not safe, and it hits the panic button. Wah, 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 panic, panic, panic. And it creates a cocktail of feelings of insecurity. I love that my husband's laughing in the background. It's funny, but it's true. It's funny because it's true. A cocktail of no, stop, danger, 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 stop what you're doing. And that's why brain to mouth disconnects, or if you're dancing, the neuro brain connection to your body and your limbs, it suddenly just goes switch and it switches off. Why does this happen? Please pay attention, because when you understand why this happens, then you can learn what to do instead. And that's the key to performance pizzazz, to lighting up your stage presence. Why does this happen? In most cases, when people put themselves up for judgment or listening from other people, it's likely that they may get imposter syndrome or self-sabotage or nerves or anxiety, or worse and worse and worse. Many people take drugs or alcohol or do visualizations or do relaxation or have a little ritual, such as having a cup of tea in a moment before they go on stage. And all of these techniques are really are there to facilitate. And here's something else that I am offering you that doesn't require actually any drugs or any alcohol. So it's a safer way of doing it where you're in control all the time. The main thing that you need to understand is, why would your body, in its infinite wisdom, throw up a barrage of cocktails in your feelings? And feelings create an emotion, and an emotion and the feelings together create your behavior, create that behavior to desire to stop performing or feeling insecure and so on. Why does it do that? Well, here's the main thing. If you take anything away from this, take this. Your body is hardwired in its unconscious to keep you safe, to help you to survive, to keep you alive, and most importantly, number three, to ensure that you belong. So when you're doing something quite different to your everyday experience, your body perceives, so the inner part of you that's unconscious under the surface will perceive, wow, stop this, because if they carry on doing this, they are running a very high risk of not belonging, of being judged, and of not being safe. whether that's emotional or physical. But the body doesn't know any different. It's just there to do that. Why does the body do this? Well, this is the most important part, because when you were an infant, a little baby, a little tot, that's what your body needed to do in order potentially to have you survive, keep on being fed, nurtured and housed in your family unit, within you and your caregiver. So your body is only programmed via feelings, that it brings up the things that you feel in order to stay safe and to belong. So the moment that you do something different, the underlying programming, which is call it the old or the legacy operating system, it doesn't recognize that and it perceives that as a threat. Your underlying operating system is potentially perceiving you doing something outrageous or fabulous or performancey as a threat, because it doesn't know it. It doesn't understand it. So instantly it's going to go, no, la, 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 stop that, stop it now. And it's going to create a cocktail of feelings that will make you feel not enough, not good enough, anxious, your blood pressure will raise, your mouth is going to go dry, you're going to brain fart, forget everything. And this is what happens. This is what happens to me. This is what stage fright is about. So can you get that when this happens, this is perfectly normal, and I'd love you to understand that this is part of being human. This is part of the original development of being an infant, being a young child and growing up so that you survive and belong to your family and to your culture. Do you understand this? Yes or no? Now, if you want to perform, if you want to present on stages or online from your true fabulous self, if you want to be so in your happy place when you're on that stage, you want to be so free so that you can be the artist that creates on the fly, improvises, and is just so at home, so happy and so loving it, so that your audience enjoy it as much as you do. That is what we're going to learn with Performance Pizzazz, the fun formula. So the fun formula is three aspects of learning. And what these three key pieces do is they take you down a different road, not the panic button stress response road, but instead the road of you being in your happy place. And when you're in your happy place, you can perform and do your thing freely, and you've got more access to more of your creativity, if not all of it, so that you can really create and you can really express yourself. And I believe that the true desire of the soul is to express itself. So if you perform or if you present, whether that be on stages or online, and you want to light up your stage presence and become unforgettable and communicate your X factor, because everybody has an X factor, then come on this free webinar, details below, and I'm going to show you how to do that in 3 easy steps. The Performance Pizzazz method is easy and fun. It's the fun formula. F stands for fabulous. Finding your fabulous is accessing the feeling that is your particular feeling of feel good. The U is unforgettable. You are unique, and when you do what you do, like nobody else can do what you do, because nobody else is you, you will be unforgettable. And that, my friend, is the X factor. That's your X factor. And finally, now, N. Now do it, now practice it, now run it, now drill it, now perform it. And it's not and what we're going to do on my webinar and ongoing weekly sessions is we're going to have practice session so that you're going to run your thing, you're going to do your minute of performing, and we're going to go through a sequence of appreciation critique. So it's no negative critique, it's all appreciation and learning and wisdom, so that you become your director and you figure out yourself from your infinite wisdom the tweak that you need to do next time you spin that wheel. And each time that you run it, you will become more fluent, more easy, more fun, more fluid with your performance, and actually indeed with yourself and how you share yourself, how you express yourself. So details below. I invite you to come and get into your pizzazz.